He's Coach Prime, Coach Deion Sanders, Jackson State head coach, and, of course, Hall of Famer, joining us on behalf of Gillette, which we'll talk about here in a moment. Sorry we don't have you in the man cave, but you're looking good. How would you sum up the last month for you, Deion?
It's been great. First of all, I got to give you thanks, my man. You remember this kind of started on your show. I told you my plans on the show. Well, were we in Miami? Where was that?
That was Miami.
It was Miami.
You guaranteed that you would be coaching, head coach.
But it started with you. I mean, it was a reality. I knew what I was getting ready to do. And I thank you for the platform like you always provide me, man. You're a great guy. You know that. You're a great guy. Everybody loves you, man. And I appreciate you.
But when did you realize or come up with the plan of how do I make this bigger? The program might not be bigger recognition-wise, but how can I make this bigger wherever I go?
Well, Dan, that's who I am. Coming into the NFL, you got to understand that defensive back was one of the lowest paid positions, but we performed and made it bigger. Going into just taking that position and going from team to team, city to city, everything was bigger. So this is no different from whence I played. That's just who I am, and that's what I do, and that's how I go about my job. And I just want to make people more comfortable, sound the alarm, and let people know what HBCUs have, and that's what I'm pretty good at.
Take me into the room, or come into my living room and sell me.
I don't have to sell you. I ain't selling nothing. That's the thing about it. I don't sell anything. I don't have anything to sell. I'm gonna pretty much allow you to understand that I've sat on three sides of the table. I'm in the living room like you. I'm the parent, and I've been the kid. Now I'm the coach. That's a heck of an advantage because I know the thought processes of everyone provided in this room. So I'm not selling anything, but I'm going to promise you that if you send me a boy, I'm going to send you back a man.
Are you closing mom? Are you closing the actual recruit?
It depends on who is the influencer. It depends on, oftentimes now, Dan, you got to understand, man, sometimes it's the 7-on-7 coach, sometimes it's the high school coach, sometimes it's the dad, sometimes it's the mom, sometimes it's the uncle. You don't know who it is. I focused on the heart, and I just I'm honest, man. I'm just brutally honest. I'm not promising you no NIL. I'm praying that you get to the NFL, and I'm just telling you what it is. I'm going to give you an opportunity, and I'm going to make sure where you lay your head, it's going to be comfortable, and you're going to get 3 meals a day. Everything else is on you.
If you ran the NCAA, what would you do with name, image, and likeness?
HBCUs are at a tremendous disadvantage because of the giving, because of the boosters, because of the amount of visual and understanding. So I would alter the rules. It would be different rules for FCS other than FBS. It's not equatable. It don't even make sense. So we would be able to do a little more with our kids.
Would you put a cap on it?
You can't cap it.
No.
You can't cap it. I mean, this is the problem I have. Like, you have some guys at FBSs that you hear that, man, they're getting $800 or $900 or $1 million. Dan, what have you seen them on? What are they endorsing? I ain't seen it yet. But you have, HBCU kids, you have someone like my son, you've seen him with the Brady line, with Beats, Gatorade. You've seen this stuff. It's tangibly, you can see it. I hadn't seen any of the others. The kid that left Ohio State that said he was close to, how do you let somebody walk away with close to $1 million that you said? The kid from Oklahoma that left and went to South Carolina, how do you walk away? I don't understand that. And now you got some of the big schools that paying their lineman, every lineman that signs get $50,000. We can't compete with that, man. We can't compete with that. There's no equality in it.
What would you have gotten at Florida State with name, image, and likeness?
I probably had probably name, image, and likeness on the stadium. I probably had Prime Stadium.
Are you able to run at all when you go out to practice? You know, when kids want to challenge you?
Well, Dan, I went through some heck of things this season. So, no, not now. Before I went through all my trials and tribulations this season, I'm barely walking right now. So, before, yes, I was being able to show them, not tell them what to do, but show them.
How's your health now?
It's getting better. I'm walking. I'm walking slowly.
But it's probably a cool walk that you have. It's just a slow walk.
I'm getting there. It's a beat. Now, it's a beat in my head when I'm walking.
I was talking to Troy Aikman. Troy was with us last hour, and I said, better athlete, Deion or Bo Jackson? He said, well, I got to go Deion. He was my teammate.
That's my guy.
Let me ask you, better athlete, you or Bo Jackson?
Athlete, I'm a better athlete. Bo physically is a specimen that his strength is, you're going to see it when he walks up to you and when he played the game. But you talking about basketball, fishing, I can do it. I can do it all. He's a heck of a hunter. He could out-hunt me.
Okay, but you can out-fish him.
I got to fish him all day long.
You know, I would actually watch that, just you and Bo fishing and talking.
Because you think about it, Bo and I have sat down once in the locker room in Chicago when I was playing for the Reds, I believe, and I wasn't playing on that Sunday. And he came over to our locker room, and I had an off day. We sat and talked for hours, man. I wish America would have been able to witness that, and we want to do it again. We haven't really sat down and just chopped it up in the last 20 years or so. And I love him. If it weren't for Bo, it wouldn't have been no Prime.
How so?
Bo paved the way, man. He set the bar. It has to be something that a man chases. And he set the bar for me to chase something, man. And I applaud him for that. I never mentally was against Bo. I've always said, dang, that dude is unbelievable, man. And I that challenged me to get to that level.
Okay, so who's setting the standard for you as a coach? What are you chasing? Who are you chasing?
Shoot. Coach Saban. Coach Saban is the bar. Coach Saban is the magna cum laude, man. Coach Saban and his program and the way he runs his program is all of that. I admire it. I love it. When we shot the Aflac spot, shoot, I took a few of my coaches down to glean from their coaches. I know some of his coaches on staff. We've watched them in off-season training. We've simulated a lot of things. He is the gold standard and will always be.
But you aspire to be in the SEC, or you aspire to be in, any.
I aspire to dominate where my feet are. I don't say I'm going to be in the SEC. I'm going to be in the Power 5. Wherever my feet are, I'm going to be dominant.
Why didn't Florida State hire you to begin with?
I have no idea. There were 3 others too. So I don't.
What? Who were the other schools that made a mistake?
They were Power 5s. They were Power 5s.
Yeah.
That was that. Yeah.
But what was the holdup?
Excuse me?
What was the holdup with these schools, and why was there hesitancy?
Well, Willy Wonka. I come from a chocolate factory, man. I don't know if they want Willy Wonka. I don't know if they want Willy Wonka running the university.
I didn't hear the commissioner yesterday say anything about Willy Wonka during his press conference there, Deion.
That has something to do with it.
What would you suggest to the commissioner about hiring practices in the NFL with minorities?
I would go different. I wouldn't. I'm not fighting for the coaches. I'm a guy that's an advocate for ownership. I would want to expand into 3 more cities. I would say, let's expand to 3 more cities. In 3 of those cities, we have to mandate African-American or ethnic ownership. Then let it roll wherever it may be. But it has to be a mandate. 3 cities, wherever those are, has to be ethnic owned. I like that.
Yeah.
I like that. Instead of
It
going at the middle level, let's go to the top and see where it falls.
But, Deion, it feels like every year it's Groundhog Day, and the commissioner has his State of the Union, and we keep talking about the hiring practices. And then next thing you know, we got a Super Bowl, and then we move on to the combine, and then the draft, and then we forget about all of this stuff.
You can't make no billionaire hire who he doesn't want to hire. That's not going to happen.
Yeah.
You can't make me hire a cook or a housekeeper that I don't want to hire in my house. That's my house.
Yeah.
You're not going to come here and tell me what to do in my house. That's not going to happen. So let's just go to the top. I'd rather us own the house, then we call the shots in the house.
The Pro Bowl, I saw where you're tweeting about how the Pro Bowl doesn't have an identity, Deion. What could we do? Can we salvage the Pro Bowl?
No, because the players are different. The thought processes are different. So it's unsalvageable. You can't. They don't want to play. They don't want to participate. They don't want to compete. Anything after the season, they do not want to compete. And they're afraid of the injury and aspect, as if we didn't think about that as well. But when you're a competitor, man, you don't think about getting hurt. When I walk on the field, I didn't think about, oh man, I may get hurt. When I get in the car, I think, hey man, I may have an accident. No, you have on protection. That was absurd what transpired in Vegas. It really was. You got to go in a different direction. That's not right. The fans don't deserve that. The players got to really think about what they're displaying on field. I don't know who was the guy that came up and said, guys, we just going to play touch football.
I know.
Who was that guy? He should be fined.
Did you ever ask a quarterback to autograph an interception ball?
No. At practice, I did in college. At practice. Practice I did.
But you would never ask
I would never trade jerseys and take off my jersey and give it to another man after the game either. I would never do that. I would never. I'm going to fight and go at it against Jerry Rice, and we going to stand there on the field after the game. No, that my era, we weren't friendly like that. We were cool. Me and Playmaker, I love him to life, but we weren't doing that after the game. I didn't want nothing to do with you after. No. The game has changed. Everybody, even in the NBA, man, everybody's friends now, man. Everybody's homeboys. Everybody look up to one another that you playing against. I'm not looking up to the guy I'm playing against. I'm not putting him on a pedestal. I'm trying to destroy him.
What are you doing with Gillette?
Some wonderful things, man. Gillette provide me options, and I love it. I got to get this tagline now. It gives a shave and quick and easy as washing your face, and that's the God honest truth. I'm a shaver, man. If I go a day and a half with that shave, I'm fully gray. And Gillette makes it so darn easy for me. They're doing some wonderful activations at the Super Bowl nationwide. Check out Santa Monica, go to Gillette.com/skate. They're doing some wonderful things, man. Some wonderful giveaways. And I'm excited. I mean, I'm a Gillette guy. My sons, I've taught them how to shave at an early age. They're able to partner with me in this campaign, and I love it. I really do.
So if I go to Jackson State, I don't get name, image, and likeness. I just get a razor.
No. You don't get name if you're good. If you're good. I'm not promising that. You got to play first. How do you have value coming out of high school? What is your value? You gotta prove something, right? I would think you have to prove something, man. I don't get it. I'm happy that these kids are making money and they're doing their thing, but you got to prove yourself. That's the world I lived in. That's the world I grew up in. You got to prove yourself first.
Yeah, I might have to come down there and work out.
You got to. We're going to make sure you're properly shaved with Gillette. And we're gonna
I can finally beat you in the 40.
You can right now.
I can beat you in the – I don't care when I beat you, but if I beat you, that's it.
Right now, I think you can.
It's a small window, and I like my chances here.
I'm not together. I don't have all my digits.
Great to talk to you as always. Congrats, and thanks again.
You're a class act, man. I love you. And let me tell you something. I haven't forgotten about those grills. You blessed me so much. Those grills are unbelievable, man.
Well, I got Chad from Traeger out in the parking lot, and they're cooking up lunch today and tomorrow with the Traeger grills.
I'm thankful for Gillette and my relationship with them because I actually shave every day. But what you did for me with Traeger, I'm serious. Every time I grill, I think about you. Every time we barbecue or something, and it's on Sunday, and I'm going to think about you, man. So I appreciate you.
Thank you, Deion.
God bless
It's
you. Man.
Deion Sanders, Jackson State head coach, and of course Hall of Famer, joining us on behalf of Gillette.